Que lo que mi gente, welcome back to another video. It's your favorite fat Dominican in the house. How you all doing? Today data miners went crazy and data mined all the DLC for the first season pass of Jump Force. Now I say the first season pass because let's face it, this is gonna be like their net Xenoverse 2. They're gonna milk out as much DLC as possible, and that's fine with me, I guess, right? Because it's a Jump anniversary game, so the roster can at least become more diverse over time. Even if we do gotta pay for it, which is a shame for those that, you know, kind of expected a more rounded up roster from the beginning, but doesn't matter. Let's talk about this and why I feel the season pass is kind of trash in my opinion. You guys can have your own opinion on the season pass, of course, but at the end of the day, you know, that's your opinion, not mine. So I'm gonna just go out and mention mine, okay? So first of all, we have Madara in the roster. And just to kind of clarify a little bit here, we're gonna have another One Piece character, another Naruto character, and another Dragon Ball characters, okay? That's already 1/3 of the season pass on characters that shouldn't be there. And what I mean by that, it's not the characters themselves that are the problem, it's the fact that they're part of a series that already has the most characters in the roster. You understand me? It's like, really, we were already complaining about Dragon Ball, Naruto, and One Piece having all these characters, having so much more characters than the other ones, and now they're gonna give them more. Like, I would have been okay if they would have left it at 6, but now each of them are gonna have 7 characters, including the season pass. And I feel like that's just like, ugh. Like, really, dude? That's just a trash way of handling DLC, but that's besides the point. Let's mention what those 3 characters are, okay? Let's start off with that. So, from One Piece, we have Law. From Dragon Ball, we have Boo, which I'm assuming is Fat Boo. And then from Naruto, we have Madara, which I'm happy about Madara, but at the same time, I got a problem with it because he should have been in the base roster. Let's all face it. Kaguya should not have been there, and it should have been Madara. Not saying that Kaguya should have been the DLC, but rather Madara should have been base roster character, and they should have put something else as, you know, the Naruto DLC if they were gonna go this route. Okay, that's just how I feel. So we knocked out 3 characters right off the gate. Now, next up, we have Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm super hyped about that character, okay? Because I'm a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! Not to the extent that people think. Like, you know, I can't recite to you what happened in every episode or anything like that. But I do know that Seto Kaiba is one of the more iconic characters. So I'm hyped for him, okay? That's one of the parts of the season pass that actually makes sense to me. Now, the other 2 characters are from Bleach. We have Toshiro and Grim Yao. Or Grim Yao, is that how you say Grim Yao? I'm sorry, I never watched or read Bleach. I apologize. There's no hype coming out of me for these characters because I'm unfamiliar with them. Now, that's on me. I can blame myself for that. I can't blame the season pass for having characters that I'm not aware of, but I will blame myself for that. That's on me for not reading or watching the show, so I'm going to blame myself for that, okay? Now, from My Hero Academia, we have All Might and Bakugo. And you guys might kind of, you know, be a little hesitant about All Might because it's kind of like a bigger version of Deku, and I would agree with you. But I would have preferred Todoroki, to be honest with you guys. If I had the choice to go from All Might or Todoroki, I would have picked Todoroki simply because Deku is kind of like a mini version of All Might. But because Deku is kind of mid in the Jump Force roster, I'll welcome All Might for now, okay? Next up, and the last one I'm going to mention here is Biscay or Biscuit from Hunter x Hunter. As a big fan of Hunter x Hunter, I'm disappointed that it wasn't Meruem or Netero or Neferpito or Jupi or Poof. Dude, you can mention so many characters from Hunter x Hunter that would have made a better choice. And like, essentially, in case you guys haven't heard about, you know, this character from Hunter x Hunter, she's the opposite of Gon in Jump Force. So you guys know in Jump Force, Gon is a little kid, right? That turns into an adult in his ultimate, when he does his ultimate, and punches the shit out of your opponent, okay? So he goes from a little kid to an adult. Essentially, Biscay is the exact opposite of that. Biscay is really a big, tough, like tall-ass woman that looks like an Amazonian, but she hides that identity by having a smaller lolly body, okay? She looks like a little 11-year-old girl, but when she's like serious and she goes into a fight, she actually turns into this big buff woman, like her true base form. Okay, so the best way I could put it, she's the exact like reverse of Gon, right? if you guys still don't get it, hey, that's too bad, man, because that's the best explanation I have right now. But yeah, man, this season pass is just whatever. I could tell you from the top of my head what I would have done differently. First of all, I would have added more Yu Yu Hakusho characters. I guess for All Might and Bakugo, you know, maybe I would have put Shoto Todoroki in there instead. Could have added some Black Clover. Don't give Naruto, don't give Dragon Ball, and don't give One Piece more characters. That's already 3 slots I would have used on something else. And I wouldn't say Suna or Medaka simply because I feel like these characters should have been in the main base roster, and then putting J-Star's characters as DLC is just grimy, which is why I'm upset about Madara. I feel like he should have been in the base roster, and then making him DLC is just a no bueno. Okay, no bueno. And then some of the characters in general for the season pass, I'm just not hyped about because I'm unfamiliar with the series that they're from, and that's on me. I can't blame the season pass for that. That's on me. Okay, so let me know what you guys think of the DLC. Is it a mid? Is it an okay? Is it decent? Is it good? Let me know. I think it's mid, but that's besides the point. I'm out, guys. Peace.